I don't know about you guys, but when I think of top ones, I think of aura. I hate using that word, but as much as I hate it, it is true. I don't know, man. Top ones just have a certain vibe to them. Like, you can just look at it and be like, wow, that looks impossible. I can easily tell that's the hardest level in the entire game. And there's just a certain stigma that comes with it, and it lasts forever, pretty much. I mean, Bloodbath was verified like well over 10 years ago at this point, and it is still seen as legendary because of that one thing. And there's many other levels like that that also were top ones. However, which ones had the most aura? Well, that's what we're going to do today. Last time I ranked the retrospective top ones on how robbed they were of top one. So now we're going to focus on the ones that are actually top one. And just like last time, we're going to go with extreme demons only. Who really cares about insane demons, bro? Two rules, obviously. For this one, it has to actually be a top one at the time. So levels like Phobos, while it should have been top one, unfortunately it wasn't. I'm not going to include it. If you really want to see what I feel about Phobos, you can click on the retrospective video that I made, where I clearly cannot rank anything, by the way. I saw y'all's comments and y'all tore me apart, and rightfully so, because I know what I was talking about. However, this time, I think I can actually, like, you know, maybe have a better idea. I wasn't around for all these levels, but we'll see. Oh! And one final thing. So a few of you guys mentioned this level called Diabolic ClubStep. And I'm going to be honest, I had never heard of that level until right when I made that video, until you guys started talking about it. So for a little honorable mention, I watched the video, and I actually think it was pretty auraful. What am I talking about? If that was on this list, I would give it an A tier, and that's as far as you're getting, because I am not ranking that S tier. I'm sorry, I can't do it. We're also going to make sure this is only with rated levels and current levels, so I'm being a hypocrite, and we're starting with Cataclysm, this is old Cataclysm, but whatever. Future Demoness is only an insane demon now, and Theory of Darkness doesn't even exist anymore, so that's not going to count. Cataclysm. What am I feeling about Cataclysm? It's a lot of people's first extreme. In terms of aura as a top one, it was definitely very influential. We can't act like it wasn't. It also spawned, you know, this level right here. Because of that, I'm going to give it A tier. I think that there are some levels on this list that are much bigger than this one, and I can't really justify it being an S tier, but I think this is a really has a lot of aura. Alright, next up we have Fexty. Most people do not know this level even exists. They don't know this is the top one, and I don't really need to say more. It's going in D tier. This level in particular is carried by literally one part. There's this one part that's in the thumbnail here, and that is the only reason why this is even hard at all. I don't think this would be an extreme demon otherwise. I can't say that this has aura. Most people don't even know it exists. Alright, here's the easiest place on this list. It's going right there in S tier. It's Bloodbath. I really need to explain it. I feel like when you think of top one, this is one of the first things you think of, probably. I don't really need an explanation here. It's going up right here. Alright, here, going in order, you have Socket in Hell. I'm trying not to be biased. I absolutely despise Socket in Hell. I think this level is horrible. Like, I don't even want to finish beating it. It's just that bad. In terms of aura, I don't know. I have a hard time placing this. I could very well be wrong here. I wasn't around to really see how much this level was, like, valued. I just want to see. It was only top one for 2 months. It didn't really have that much time in the spotlight. You know what? Because of that, I'm not going to put it too high. I'm going to put it in B tier. I feel like this is not one that you really think of when you think of top ones. And yeah, I'm putting it in B tier. Next up, we have a Thanatos. Thanatos. How many of you guys actually, like, remember this level? I'm going to be honest. The only reason why I know is because it was one of my friend's hardest when I met him. It's a level that I plan to do at some point, but I'm gonna be honest, who really thinks of a Thanatos when you say top one? I feel like this is not something that is considered or like with aura whatsoever. This is my personal opinion. I don't see it. I'm putting this in C tier. It's more than Fexty at least. Alright, Sonic Wave. As much as I don't like it, we can't lie. This definitely has aura. I don't like this level very much, but I mean, it's Sonic Wave. This is one of those levels where, like, if you are decent and you have the skill to do it, you have to do it. Unfortunately, I have not done it, and I, like, have a massive skill issue. I don't know how people jump to this level. I don't understand. Do I put it in S tier? I don't know. You know what? We're settling. We're going to put it in A tier. I don't feel like it has as much as Cataclysm does. That's just my personal opinion. Alright, next we have Artificial Ascent. This level definitely has aura, but not top one aura, you know? It also didn't even deserve to be top one in the first place. I think that has to be factored in just a little bit. Like, there is no universe where this was top one. I mean, not even the actual demon list thought it was. It only lasted for 3 weeks before it got changed back like this got put back down by Sonic Wave. I can't justify it being that high. We're gonna put it in B tier because I think the level is known and very popular for that reason. It has some aura, but top 1 aura, not really. All right, now we have Yada. I don't like this level. I made a review on it. I don't like it. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put this. It's either A tier or S tier. Like, it's definitely more than Socket in Hell. Although it only lasted for a little bit, I can't really describe it. There's just something that I feel something when I think of Yatagarasu. Now, some of it is disgust because I actually beat it. But like, I don't know, the bird and the color scheme, like, this just looks really cool. I'm putting in, I don't care. It's going in S tier. I don't care. All right, now we have Erebus. This rounds out the RGB. RGB is so legendary, man. Erebus, though, this is actually my favorite level of the RGB. Maybe I should make a review on this. I actually haven't made a review on Erebus. I don't know. Definitely not as much as Sonic Wave. Definitely not as much as Sonic Wave. I don't feel like it has that. But I do really like it. This is gonna be, I'm gonna have, there's gonna be bias here. Let's be honest. It's a personal tier list. There's bias. I'm putting this in A tier. I think it has considerably more than Socket in Hell does. I'm actually going to move Artificial Ascent above Socket in Hell. I don't know, I just have that about it. I can't really put my finger on it, but I just, like, it actually comes to my mind. When I think of top 1, I think of a couple levels, but eventually I do get to Erebus before I get to, like, most of these. Alright, now we have Stalemate Redux. This level, pretty sure it got kind of bad treatment. It was only top 1 for, like, a little bit. It really shouldn't have been top 1 at all. And it got like 4 days of its placement. But I don't know, there's just something with this level that I feel when I think of it. I mean, first of all, it looks really cool, and the build up and the way that it progresses throughout the level is majestic to me. I think it's really well done, and it has a really good song on top of that. I gotta put it in B tier. Above Artificial Ascent, I think. This, yeah, fits right here. Alright, now we have Digital Descent, and this is literally the same thing as Stalemate Redux. Shouldn't have been top 1. I'm gonna put it right next to its predecessor, right next to Artificial Ascent. It has the same problem as Stalemate Redux. It was just rated top 1 for 4 days. Has aura, but not the same kind, and I think Artificial Ascent has more, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, Plasma Pulse Finale. This is an unfortunate one because it did get top 1 for a little bit, but it was sandwiched right in between Erebus and Bloodlust. It would have had a lot more aura if it didn't quickly get dethroned by a much more legendary level. That's just kind of unfortunate. It happens. Thing is, this level is actually pretty good. I found it pretty fun. I didn't beat it, but like I did play it when I was much worse at the game, and I was able to make some progress on it. I actually had a good time with this level while I was doing it. Unfortunately, I'm going to the places in like C tier. I think Bloodlust just totally robbed anything that this would have had, and I mean robbed as in Bloodlust just stole whatever possible finale was going to ever have. It is what it is. It's not the fault of Bloodlust. And on top of that, it only shined for over a month. Just over a month. Alright, next up, this is easy. Bloodlust, S tier. Doesn't really need an explanation. I'm going to put it right next to Bloodbath. This is just a remake of Bloodbath, but done in incredible fashion. The extension is absolutely amazing. It is gorgeous to look at, despite being kind of like hell-themed. I don't think there's any question to this. This is one of the most easily S tiers on this list. I mean, the fact that it lasted for what, over a year, it stood at top 1, that's obviously going to help its case a lot. And I mean, this was such a exciting level during the verification, everyone just waiting for Novelboy to pull through and finally finish through this. Yeah, I don't think there's any complaints about this one. This was an easy one to pick. Alright, now we have one of the more robbed entries. This one is super unfortunate because it didn't get any absolute chance to shine whatsoever. Most of the discussion of this level was whether this was to be rated or not. And, I mean, I'm sorry, I have to put this D tier. Like, I can't really... There's nothing I can do. It wasn't top 1. It was top 1 for 1 day. It deserved to be, and it never got its placement. And that's always going to hurt the aura of a level if it can't actually shine at top 1. I feel like most of this top 1 controversy was completely overshadowed by the fact that Zodiac was being worked on, and that just took everything away from this. This is super sad, but that's just gonna have to be the way it is. Speaking of which, now we have Zodiac, and I really don't like this level. I made a review on this as well, but I have to put this S tier. I don't think there's really much of a discussion here. Zodiac is one of the most legendary top 1s to ever exist, although I kind of think it's underwhelming, and I personally don't like the level. I can't deny that it has aura. Like, there's a reason why so many people jump to this out of every other level. It's kind of approachable, or at least it feels like it's approachable at first, and the decoration, the song, all of it really fits. it looks amazing. Gameplay-wise, I really don't like it, but I have to put it here. And unfortunately, I think we have to add another S tier because Tartarus has aura. It has so much of it. And I'm going to move this above Yatagarasu, and it's not even close. This was the one that had the longest top one standing at the time until I think Tidal Wave came by. I mean, you can see it right here in a year and 5 months. That is absolute wild work. It has ClubStep monsters. It has the ClubStep song. I mean, what more could you ask for in terms of aura? Now we have the Golden, which really shouldn't have been top one, but it was for a short amount of time. What, a couple weeks, I think? And while it doesn't have the aura that the Tartarus has, or Zodiac, or anything like that, there is still a lot of aura here, for sure. I think I'm going to stick it up in A tier. I'm going to put it next to Erebus, the fellow green level. I mean, this level just looks impossible. This definitely screams, I'm very, very, very hard. And I just have nothing but respect for it. We're going to move it above Erebus, I think. And yeah, there's nothing else I really need to say. Love the Golden. Wish I could beat it. Alright, next we have Slaughterhouse. This is easy S tier. There's really nothing to say about this. It's just a matter of where I place it. And I think I'm going to place it next to Bloodlust and next to Zodiac. This is the peak level of, wow, you look at that and it looks impossible. And that's why it had so much aura. I mean, if you could beat Slaughterhouse, you are a legendary player no matter what. No matter when you beat it, I don't care. If you can manage to beat this level, you are actually insane. And it's just raw skill, and that's what makes it so impressive. There's no sugarcoating, there's no necessarily like learny stuff. It's obviously hard, and I think that helps it. Alright, now we have probably the most robbed level on this entire list, Firework. I'm not sure what to do with this one, because this would be an S tier level if it actually got more than 18 seconds in the spotlight. I can't justify it being an S tier. It definitely has a lot of aura. So I think I'm going to put it in A tier, and I'm going to put it behind Kata, I guess. Or maybe I move it ahead. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm going to move it ahead. This is more than Cataclysm in my opinion. Alright, so now we have Occupant Circles, and I'm not sure what to think about this level because this really shouldn't have been top one. I think this got moved down way before 2.2 happened, so I think people just found out that this level wasn't really as hard as Slaughterhouse was. So they moved it down after that, and this level is really cool because of unnerfed Occupant Circles. That level has a lot of aura, and this has some too, but it's just not the same. It didn't really have top one for long enough for it to build it, in my opinion. It was kind of short. We're going to place it, I'll place it next to Crimson Planet, because it had a much longer reign than Crimson Planet. Most of the aura comes from the unnerfed version though, I'm going to be honest. Alright, now we have Abyss of Darkness. Now this level was also top one in spite of Slaughterhouse, and then it got moved down and then moved back up later, I'm pretty sure. This level definitely has some, not as much as the others because again it kind of got removed. It didn't stay at top one for that long, so it didn't really have a lot of time to digest and gain any. I think I'm going to put this in B tier as well. Definitely more than Occupant Hell. And now we have Acheron, and I think this is easy. We just move this right to S tier. Don't really think this needs to be a debate. And now it's just about where. I'm going to put it right next to Tartarus because it's the sequel to Tartarus. Just iconic level. The ClubStep monsters go crazy. The song is amazing. Super iconic song. This is an easy placement for me. Now, Avernus is kind of the opposite. Everyone actually hated this level when it got put top one. I'm going to move this to C tier, I think. This was just such a level that no one liked. Everyone hated on it because of the fixed hitboxes. No top player wanted to beat it at first until Diamond finally did, and now it's seen as like pretty enjoyable. But at first, this level was beyond hated. Nobody liked it. Nobody was a fan of it. Everyone liked Acheron more. It didn't have much aura. The only reason why it's not in D tier is because I think this level is actually pretty good. At least looking at it. I can't play the level, but it looks pretty fun. The decoration I actually enjoy. I enjoy the song. There's something about it that at least gives me some feeling, so I'm not going to put it in D tier. Alright, now we have Tidal Wave, one of the longest standing top ones in history. This is that level that got beaten by Zoink and then got took 9 months to get verified after. It would be even longer if RobTop actually rated the level, but it took him forever, and I'm not sure why. The level looks fine, at least to me. It doesn't look like it's bad. People say that it looks terrible, and I don't agree. I think it looks fine. I think because of the anticipation this was to get verified, and how long it actually stood. It stood for a very long time. This deserves to be an S tier. And Yatagarasu reminds me of that meme of like the Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics with the penguin in the background. I don't know why this is here. This doesn't really deserve to be an S tier with all of these levels. I'm gonna move this down to A tier. Now, where I move it down is where I don't know yet. Feel like it has more than Cataclysm. And now I think about it, I think Sonic Wave also has more than Cataclysm. And I'm gonna move all of RGB ahead of Cataclysm. They're gonna all sit together. We're gonna put Sonic Wave ahead of it. And yeah, that's gonna be that. Now we have our final two. These were actually verified on the same day. However, Amethyst got rated well before Thinking Space 2 did for whatever reason. I'm not sure why that happened. So, unfortunately, because of this, Amethyst is going to pay the price, where it really didn't deserve to be top one, but it was, and I'm not entirely sure what to do about that. I'm going to put it right in between Artificial and Digital Ascent, and now we have our current top one, which is Thinking Space 2. Again, I'm not sure why this wasn't just rated before, but it wasn't, and now we have it 2 months later. And I'm going to slide this into B tier as well. I just don't think of anything when I think of this level. I'm not sure why, it just doesn't do it for me. Alright, now that we have the end of the tier list, yeah, I'm not sure exactly if this is good or not, but this is what I've come up with, and I'm going to stand by it. So if you all want to disagree with me heavily in the comments, feel free to do so. Anyway, if you guys think this tier list thing is a good idea, let me know what else I should rank. I've got some ideas coming up soon, but I am working on a hardest right now, and I'm really close to beating it, so hopefully once I finish that, that'll free up some other ideas that I got. Anyways though, just like always, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.